So I wanted to take some have people call in, but I don't have a lot of people joining me on YouTube, so I'll wait. I'll wait on that. In the meantime, what I can do is I could take more questions and I can actually teach some stuff on NIST 837. Um, or you know what? I think a better thing to do is to speak a little bit more on certification since I got a lot of people asking questions about it. Okay, so certifications I would recommend. Let's talk about that. Certifications I would recommend. I'm going to talk about the um, entry level, intermediate, to expert. Okay, let's start with entry level certifications. So entry level certifications I would highly recommend in this order. If you let's say you come in off the street, you don't know anything about IT or computers, I would recommend A plus certification. That was the first one I took. It's a great introduction into the common body of knowledge that you need to know in order to troubleshoot systems and how to secure them, as well as the networking aspect of computers. A plus certification is one of the best ones from CompTIA. So CompTIA, let me just show you what that site looks like. CompTIA. Another one I would recommend would be the Google Support IT certification. This is CompTIA right here. It's one of the top certification organizations in the world. CompTIA, they got A plus, they got Network plus, they've got Cloud plus. They've got a really good course curriculum that breaks down the basics of what you really need to know for this career field. So it's a really good starting point, I would say. And then another one I would recommend would be the Google Support IT, which a lot of people are getting jobs off of that for some reason. And then the other one I would highly recommend for entry level, if you've already taken the A plus, if you've already taken Security Plus, stuff like that, is AWS certification. AWS Cloud Practitioner. This one's hot because Amazon, if you didn't know, owns a large percentage of the market share for cloud. So they're competing against Google. They're competing against, I mean, Oracle's in there now, but the biggest competitors is Microsoft and Google. Microsoft has Azure, their Azure product, and then Google has their own cloud-based products. And the governments of the world are and other companies are starting to use their cloud services, but the ones that they use the most is Amazon. I believe like Netflix uses Amazon cloud services, and then other like large organizations, multi-billion dollar, trillion dollar organizations are using, or either they already have their own cloud service or they're using Amazon, Google, or Microsoft Azure. So those are the three entry level certifications that I would recommend. Intermediate, like let's say you're already an IT person, you've got like 3 years under your belt doing IT, you work on help desk, you work as a customer support. What would I recommend? I would recommend for entry level or intermediate is to go for a professional level certification. That's what I would recommend. That's a CISSP, top one, especially if you're doing cybersecurity. I would recommend if you're in networking, then you want to go with either a CCNA security or a CCNP security. I think they have a CCNP cloud and a CCNP video and all kind of other CCNPs. These are not easy certifications, but CCNP is from Cisco. It's one of the highest sought after certifications out there. It's going to pay you a lot of money. That's why I'm saying that you should do it. And on top of that, you're going to really know what you're doing because and then they Cisco owns a lot of the market share for networking technology. And the only other one that comes close is like Huawei, which is in China and is banned in the US and parts of Europe. Their products are, and Juniper, and I think Palo Alto or something like that, that even come close to their market share. But Cisco is the best, and so that's why I would recommend. That's one of the few vendor level certs out you could get by yourself. You can get that one cert by itself, and then that would be incredible. Like it will butter your bread. It's going to pay your bills. And then expert low level certificate. Oh, another one for intermediate would be there's Red Hat certifications that if you happen to be a Red Hat person, and then there's Microsoft. So once you get intermediate, Entry level is going to be like basic stuff that you need to know. But once you get into intermediate territory or professional level territory, you're going to drill down into like one or two products. Like you're going to be really good on one or two products. You're not going to be a master of everything. So once you get to that level, you're going to want to get a professional level cert in that field that you're in. If you happen to be Microsoft, you're going to get I don't know what they're calling it now, MCSE. MCSE, is that still valid? I haven't done Microsoft in a while, so I might be wrong. Let me see. MCSE. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If I'm okay, because I know that they changed it recently. Yeah, still MCSE. Okay, they have different. Okay, it's definitely evolved quite a bit. MCSE and MCSA. Yeah, that's a professional level cert as well. And then Cisco has CCNP. So you'd want to go deeper into whatever product that you know once you get to the professional level. Then at the expert level, that's very specialized typically. So an expert level cert would be a CCIE, and a lot of people, most people don't have it. It's like the equivalent of like a PhD. Not many people get those because they're super, super, super hard, and it takes a toll out of your life. I mean, it's serious. So CCIE, if you're in networking, another one would be, I think there's one in hacking called the OSCE, which is super high level. I don't know much about it. I just know it's a high level expert level certification. And then there's GSE, which also not many people have because it's just super expensive and super hard to get. So you've got entry level certifications, which are usually called like core. CompTIA calls them core. They're called entry level or associate. Then you've got professional level certifications. They're usually professional level certifications, or intermediate certifications. And then you got expert level certifications. What do you think about the IBM certification on a program on Coursera? So I already answered this one, but the quick answer would be that I don't think it's a very popular certification. I'm not trying to hate on IBM certification. Now, if it happens to be your first certification, just add a caveat to it. If it happens to be your first certification, go for it. If it's your first certification, you're trying to learn it and they're giving it out for free, it won't hurt to go ahead and try it. So, but as far as like, if you got the certification, would it be marketable? I don't know how marketable it's going to be. Like a Security Plus will be way more marketable. I'm just telling you guys honestly, that IBM certification is not on any. It's not on the DoD approved list. It's not. I just heard about it on TikTok. It must be they're giving it out for free because more than one person has asked me about it. If you happen to be learning this, go for it. Like if you're like learning this from scratch, go for it. Do it. But if you want to level up at some point, take that one and then do the Security Plus. Security Plus, once you get that certification under your belt, it's marketable. Like you could put it on your resume and get a job. So I don't know if you can do the same with the IBM cybersecurity. I'm not trying to hate on it or anything, but I'm saying go for it. IBM is dope. I just put an IBM. Actually, IBM itself is a key word that you can put on your resume. So IBM itself would be good to put on your resume. IBM security program. I'm sure it will make you a little bit more marketable than you are if you don't already have it on there. So that's my 2 cents on it. Cisco does have some free search too. I'm not sure if they're already covered. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Cisco has a CCENT, which is an entry level certification. I think that one's pretty good. And then above the CCENT, you have a CCNA. And then above CCNA, you have specializations of CCNA. And then you have a CCNP, which is a professional level cert, which goes pretty deep on different technologies. So, yeah, that's the whole thing. And then CCIE is like expert level, top tier type certification. I've known a few people who have the CCIE, but they're pretty rare. I've known a lot more people who have a CCNP or a CCNA. As a matter of fact, I've had a CCNA before. Okay, let me see here. Let me see if I got any more questions or stuff I want to talk about. Okay, here's one. I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of cybersecurity. If you guys are interested in joining a call that I have right now on YouTube, feel free to jump on. this broadcast on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, type in ConvoCourses, you'll see me there, and then I will give you a link if you're interested in this. And if not, that's cool. Let me